Good evening. This is W0DAS Whiskey 0 Delta Alpha Sierra. Welcome to the Colorado Amateur Radio Emergency Service, Region 3, District 2 Net, otherwise known as ARES, R3D2. Our district consists of Larimer and Weld counties. This net meets each Thursday evening on the 447-275 repeater, courtesy of the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. All stations with 70-centimeter privileges are invited to check in. All announcements about amateur radio-related activities, including club events and meetings, are welcome. This is a direct net, and all traffic will go through the net control station. This is W0DAS. My name is Dave, and I'm located in Fort Collins. I will be your net control station for this session of the net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic before we begin? Is there any formal NTS traffic for the net? When checking into the net, please give your call using standard ITU phonetics, followed by your name and then your location. Stations with traffic for the net should indicate so during their check-in. I will now take check-ins from stations using battery or emergency power by call suffixes. Stations using battery or emergency power with call suffixes Alpha through Mike, please check in.
Kilo 1, Delta Charlie Yankee Derek in Firestone.
Alpha Charlie 0, Alpha Sierra, Levi, Severance.
Kilo 0, Alpha, Bravo, Kilo, Alec, LaSalle, via Echolink.
This is
Kilo 0, Lima Alpha Oscar, Luann in Loveland.
This is Kilo Echo 0, Lima Charlie Kilo, KE0 LCK, the other Mike from Windsor.
Let's pause there. Net control recognizes K1 DCY, AC0 AC, K0 ABK, K0 LAO, KE0 LCK. Other stations, battery or emergency power, call suffixes Alpha through Mike. Check in.
Good evening to the net. Kilo 8, Golf Echo Echo, Jerry in Fort Collins.
Kilo 5, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie, K5, BBC Phil, between Laramie and Fort Collins.
Net control recognizes K8GEE and K5 BBC Mobile. Are there any more stations, Alpha through Mike, for check-in? Battery and emergency power, please call.
November 7, Golf Echo Sierra, Kevin in Fort Collins. I do have a couple of announcements.
Net control recognizes N7GES with a couple of announcements. Any others, Alpha through Mike, battery or emergency power? go ahead and open it up for any station, Alpha through Zulu, battery or emergency power. Please call.
This is November 0, November Yankee, Yankee, Clark, Mobile, Evans.
This is November 6, Romeo, Foxtrot, India, Eric, Loveland.
This is Kilo Delta Zero, Tango Yankee Uniform, Joe in Loveland.
Kilo Zero, Uniform Tango, Bill, Fort Collins.
Kilo Delta Zero, Uniform Juliet Kilo, Steve in Moon.
This is Whiskey Zero, Charlie, Sierra Delta, Reed, Long Run Emergency Unit.
We'll pause there. Net control recognizes N0NYY, mobile, N6RFI, KD0TYU, K0UT, KD0UJK, W0CSD. Any other check-ins, Alpha through Zulu, battery or emergency power? Station that tried calling in, you just broke the repeater and then we lost you. This is W0 DAS, net control for the ARES R3D2 net. We're going to continue any other Alpha through Zulu check-ins. Please call.
Good evening. Here is Kilo Zero, Juliet Echo Foxtrot, Chaplain, Mobile, Fort Collins.
Kilo Golf 6, Uniform Delta Tango, Ed and Bertha, no traffic.
Trying again for the third time, Kilo Echo Zero, November Yankee Tango, Jason in Fort Collins.
This is Kilo Zero, Papa, Romeo, Bravo, Phil in Loveland.
We'll pause there. Net control recognizes K0JEF, KG6UDT, KE0NYT, K0PRB. Are there any other stations, Alpha through Zulu, battery or emergency power? Check in now, please.
This is KB0NE, Kilo Bravo Zero, November Echo, John near Livermore.
Net control recognizes KB8NE. Are there any other stations, Alpha through Zulu, battery or emergency power, for check-in?
That's KB0NE.
Sorry about that, John. KB0NE. Any other stations, Alpha through Zulu? This is W0DAS with the ARES Region 3 District 2 net. I will now take check-ins from all other stations with call suffixes Alpha through Mike first, please. Alpha through Mike. Go ahead and call.
Good evening, Dave in the net. This is Whiskey Zero Delta Delta Zulu. Dave in Greeley, admin AEC with a couple announcements.
This is Whiskey Zero Alpha Sierra Papa, W0ASP, Terry in Berthoud.
This is Whiskey Niner India November Echo Larry at the American Legion in Estes Park.
We'll pause for a moment. Net control recognizes Whiskey Zero DDZ, W0ASP, W9INE. Any other stations, any station, battery, emergency, or commercial power, Alpha through Mike. We'll continue. Any other stations, Alpha through Zulu, any station at all, please call and check in. This is Whiskey Zero Delta Alpha Sierra W0DAS with the ARES Region 3 District 2 net.
This is Kilo 6 Oscar Golf, K6OG, David, Estes Park Medical Center.
This is Kilo Delta Zero Romeo India Lima Bob, Estes Park Medical Center.
This is Kilo Echo Zero Papa Quebec Mike, Gary at the Estes Park Medical Center.
We'll pause for a moment. Net control recognizes K6OG, KD0RIL, KE0PQM. Are there any other stations, Alpha through Zulu? Battery, emergency, or commercial power? Please call W0DAS. Hearing none, this is W0DAS with the ARES Region 3 District 2 net. We'll move on to net business. We have two stations that have net business, and sorry, Kevin N7GES first, and then Dave, I didn't recognize, but I do have you noted for a couple of messages as well. So we'll hand it over to N7GES.
Thank you, Dave. First of all, we will be having our net next Thursday as a remote net at Front Range Community College. And I believe, Darren, you might need to let me know about the location. I believe we're shooting for an outdoor location, but with weather permitting. And if there is inclement weather, we have a place for the net to be indoors as well. I would encourage you to come. This is also a chance for any of my volunteer backup net controls to try net control if you have not already, or to try with practice, with supervision if you would like that again. Also, for anybody who has not tried net control but might have an interest, please consider coming. taking a look at it, maybe trying out that evening while there are people around to help you out with it. So that's next week. And Darren, location details?
Kevin, I don't have Darren checked in on the net. I think he was cutting the grass. So I don't think he's there. N7GES, W0DAS.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't listening enough to catch that. Okay, so there's an outdoor area there that I think we've met before, and I think the easiest thing would be to click in here on this repeater next week and get the location of that. My second announcement, unfortunately, is a conflict with this ARES remote net, and I apologize for that. When we were originally looking at doing remote nets every last Thursday, I wasn't thinking of the other conflict here. But the Preparedness Education Group, SimplexNet, will be also having their meeting next Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Firehouse Station 8 in Timnath. And Luann, K0LAO, is joining us to talk about emergency medications and first aid and that sort of thing when you might not have access to over-the-counter medications or whatever. So should be an interesting program. And again, that is Fire Station number 8 in Timnath. That's off of Signal Tree Drive. Thank you much. N7GES.
Thanks, Kevin. And we'll hand it over to Dave, W0DDZ. Go ahead with your announcements. This is W0DAS.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you for taking the net tonight. I have a couple of things that kind of go together tonight. So to keep everybody advised, we are working on pairing everybody up with served agencies. I know several of you have sent me where you have worked with before, and we are taking all of that into consideration and getting everybody paired off into served agencies or EOCs, wherever you're going to be based out of. That way we can move into agency-specific training. So we are working to inventory all of the equipment that's at each of the served agencies and get training or operations manuals for each of those agencies, and then to do specific training on each of those agencies with the people that'll be assigned to the agency. That way, in an emergency situation, people will have a good idea of where they're going to be and how they're going to operate. That way we don't have any figuring it out when it's desperate times. That's pretty much all I had. I just had those two pieces that were kind of working together. So if there are any questions, please come now. Hearing none, I will turn this back over to W0DAS Dave. Thank you very much for taking the net tonight, and fantastic job. W0DDZ.
Thanks, Dave, for the announcements. This is W0DAS with the ARES Region 3 District 2 net. Do we have any late check-ins? All stations, all suffixes, please call now. Hearing none, is there any late or missed business for the net? I would like to thank each station for checking in with the NCARC I would like to thank each station for checking in and would like to thank the NCARC for the use of the repeater this evening. All stations with appropriate privileges are invited to participate in the following nets: the statewide ARES HF net on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., a frequency of 3.810 megahertz, and the statewide ARES VHF net on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 145.310 megahertz repeater using a tone of 88.5 hertz. Tonight we had 26 check-ins. The duration of the net was 20 minutes, and we had 4 announcements. This net will meet again next Thursday evening at 7 p.m. local. 73s and good evening. The repeater is now open for normal use. This is W0DAS.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. For more information, visit our website, ncarc.net. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.